Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am sitting in my office in front of my computer trying to kill some time. I have to go pick Skylar up at her mother's in about 30 minutes. I have to leave in about 30 minutes. And that doesn't really give me enough time to get started on something else. So I thought I would record and have a video for you tonight. This is Monday, it's a holiday. That's why she's still at her mom's. She had a long weekend. And Derek is busy, and he said, would you pick her up? And I said, absolutely. That was my exact word, because it's going to feel good to get out for a little bit. I told Joe he could come for the ride. He's going to pass on that. So I'm just going to pick up Skylar, and my plan is, unless she has a very good reason why she won't let me do this, I want to stop at the thrift store on the way home. It's right there in South Haven, very close to where her mom lives. So I'm going to stop there, not to shop a lot because I know she won't enjoy that. But I want to check out what they have for puzzles, if anything, and just, that, what I call the junk section, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be looking through clothes at all. If there's anything Skylar wants to look for, well, then I'll be happy to stay there and help her find what she wants. But I just want to run in since I'll be going by and since Joe won't be going, because if he goes, he's there. He'll want to shop there for an hour. So he's going to stay here. I am taking Rocket for the ride, though. Keep me company on the way there, and then he loves to see Skylar. And he won't be in the car for long. And it's a beautiful day, so I hope that all of that goes good. Yes, puzzles. Joe and I are working on the most current puzzle, which is, I don't know, it's like some city or something. And it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm enjoying it. He's like, this is like way hard. And I said, I know. I think that once I sort more of the pieces into like certain little color groups, but oh my God, there's so many pieces that almost all have the same print. It's a difficult one. Anyway, he'll like to do it a little bit more as it gets a little bit easier. I don't mind that it's a hard one. I don't mind if I put 5 pieces in a day. It's 1,000 pieces, so we might have that one on the table for a little bit. I am recording it along the way. I'm not doing anything like in a time lapse, because it would be, it's not moving quick, and I don't want to do all that little bit of recording because it'll take too long. So when we have an easier puzzle, I'd like to try that, like if we're both sitting there putting pieces in, and then just speed that all up and, cut some of it out, just to have you guys be able to see us from start to finish. But this is not a record from start to finish kind of puzzle. But again, I am showing the progress along the way. And what else do I want to tell you? I'm having a sale today, Monday. Oh yeah, so let me take this time to clear up a few things. When I talked about a sale, a fabric sale recently, some were under the impression that the things that I showed you, oh yeah, that Joe helped me with, I cut and he sorted and stacked. I can't remember exactly. I think we did 5-inch squares together and 2-inch squares, and he sorted them and stacked them. That was super fun, at least for me. I enjoyed that so much. Yeah, I didn't have that anywhere yet, and my stuff never goes to eBay first. It always goes to my exclusive shoppers. I have flash sale shoppers and bulk savings shoppers. $5 level per month and a $10 level per month. And the $10 level can shop in their special sales at even more reduced prices, but they can also still shop in the flash sale too, which is a little bit higher priced, but they're free to go shop there also. Flash sale can only shop in the flash sale. They can't bump up, unless they bump up for real and go up to the $10 per month level. It's a little bit confusing, but once you're in there, it's not that confusing. That sale is running right now, and I started it at noon 30, at 12:30 today. I was a little bit behind because a box of fabric came in. Even on a holiday, it was delivered today, and I really wanted to get some of those up. So I'm having fun with that, and Joe is on board with helping me when I cut. He can fold and, sort, make the sets, stack them, and it's really, really helpful. So I'm excited moving forward. With that said, I, would like to beef up my sales a little bit now that I, have less of the work to do, because it's so fun buying fabric. I love that so much. I'm going to start trying to get more $5 or $10 fabric members. I'm going to call it like a fabric club. I'm going to try to get more of them on board. And what I thought I could do is set up a page on my blog, on my website, darlenemisho.com, showing the items that I have for sale, what level you have to be at for those items, and the price. But instead of an add to cart button, you would just be taken to that level in case you want to join. Now that can be complicated because it's an extra step, but I think it would be worth trying. And the other thing is that when that's there, you could want something, a specific item, but then when you would get in, that could be sold out, and I might not be able to update that other page all the time. So I will be clear on there that once you're in, you're in. If you want to go in, there'll be something clearly saying these items may not be available right now, but there'll be more like this in the upcoming sales, things like that. Just to let people know that, it's just a one-time per month fee, and I just want to give people an idea of what's in there. And yeah, I'm just excited about it all. I'm not going to get into too many more details, but Joe and I have talked a lot about the different things that we can do now that I have help. And I'll tell you one of the things. One of my suppliers, they sell bundles, but the yardage is not folded in half, Like when we go to the store, we have the two selvages on one edge, and then there's a fold on the other end. They're just wide open, 45 inches wide, and they roll it that way, and then they fold. I don't know, at some point it's folded, but I have to unwrap all that so it can be folded, and it's usually like 6 yards. That's hard to do alone. I did it alone once, and I thought, never again, I'll never be able to buy this because I can't be taking the time to do all of that. So I kind of gave up, but then when I knew Joe was interested, I thought I'll try those bundles again. And he and I did it the other night. I don't think it was last night, maybe the night before. He gets his end, I have my end, and then he walks. And we put tables and even some chairs between us because we didn't want the fabric touching the ground at all. So he walks as far as he needs to for us to be holding that. And then we can fold and shake like that a little bit, and it folds pretty good, even though it's like 6 yards. And then I'm at the table end, and I put it on the table and I start to fold it over and over. And as he gets closer, it gets a little bit easier, and then I can re-roll that whole 6 yards, so it's easy for me to cut. So we did 108 yards the other night. We took 2 breaks because our arms hurt. So just holding this stuff. His especially. It's funny when you do something different that you don't do often, like hold up fabric. It was sore. And so we had fun doing that. And he's like, yeah, you can get more bundles and we can do this anytime you want. And so I'm going to be ordering some more. But for me to be able to keep ordering and getting the variety and all that, and I love all of that, I need to sell stuff. So those are less expensive than the other things that I sell if I sell 1 yard cuts and stuff. I'm not big on profit per item. I like to sell quantity. I like to be busy. If I'm going to have a business, I want the stuff coming and going. And, smaller profits for each item still add up to good profits if you sell enough, right? And that's what I like to do. I still can't take this back to where my business was. Well, I say that. I mean, we find some things that don't take us a long time to get ready and they sell. I have no problem with that. I just don't want to be spending every hour of my day on fabric because we have a lot of other things to do, we like to do. And I guess that's it. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I think there was, but I think I'm going to stop because I will be able to edit some of this before leaving. Okay? Expect more crafty stuff coming. I have ideas for sets that I want to create, and I'm going to be doing videos to help me sell those sets. So different quilt tops, things like that. I've been getting requests for tote bags. Again, I absolutely want to do that. Some smaller projects, not just quilt tops. That's beneficial for me too. And I have an idea that just once for a scrap quilt. I don't think I've ever done a scrap quilt kit before, but I would like to design a scrappy quilt that would have some bigger pieces, some little pieces, and have a kit of all of what you would need for that particular quilt in one kit. So it would be a mix of all the different sizes. I think that would be fun. And for those of you who wouldn't want to make the quilt top or whatever project I make using that kit, well, you could use those pieces in all kinds of projects. There'd be like some 2-inch squares. You know, I have to include the 2-inch squares. Some mini bars. I just cut mini bars. I haven't cut those in like, I don't know, well over a year. Some 3.5-inch squares and 5-inch squares and just different things. And I think it would be fun to offer some of the kits like that. So I'm just in a good mood about it all. Can it all fall apart? Sure, it always can. But, you know, that's just me planning in advance for the misery ahead. I always tell you guys I do. I think I just like to prepare myself. Keeps me at a level. Because people will say, oh, you're getting too hyper, darling. You're getting too manic. You know, you need to stop. There's something wrong with you right now. I can tell. You're drinking again. I get that. And no, it's none of that. I have the right to be excited and happy, especially when it comes to business and a new business partner. I think we're going to have fun and enjoy this. He's like, what are we doing today? When are we going to cut today? And I was like, well, he hasn't cut. Yeah, I don't know if he'll ever get to cutting scrap packs. He could, because those are not precise. It's just scrappy cuts. But right now it's just fun. You know, he just pulls off my mat what I just cut, and he'll fold it, sort it, stack it, all that stuff. And we get to spend time together. Like, we don't do that enough, right? All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.